BC is Burning is a 47-minute wildfire documentary that looks at solutions for our wildfire crisis in British Columbia. I'm a retired forester. I grew up in the Northwest Territories, but I live in the Okanagan. For me, I went to Sucker College in Castlegar, and then later got my Bachelor of Science in Forestry. I started off way back in 1977. I was on a wildfire crew, helitack crew, and then I was on a rappel crew for a couple summers. So that was really exciting for me to be on the ground and see how our forests are shaped by fire. I worked in operations for forest companies, delivering logs to mills, so that was great. I did all phases of forestry, planning, development, looked after logging, looked after harvesting, and really working with all those people to bring the whole full cycle of forestry. That was really satisfying. And now that I'm older, going back to areas that I was involved with harvesting and planning 35 years ago and see them today with thriving, healthy forests, that's really satisfying. Forestry for me personally, I grew up in a really small town, so plane came once every 2 weeks. There's no roads, very isolated. So the forest was something I always spent time in personally. And having a career that let me work in the forest was fantastic. So it was very personal. One of the things when you spend decades working in forestry, you get to see how the forests change over time. They're not static. And I think that's a perception that people have, that our forests always look the same. A lot of the messaging that comes forward is not science-based. It is emotional-based stuff, and that really captures people's attention. We've done a poor job of educating the public with our story. With the story of positive forest management is the way to reduce risks in our communities, in our forests, and manage the forest for the long term. Really, how I got into filmmaking is there was a story to be told, and what I saw is that there was a lot of misinformation on forestry, and there was opportunities to reduce wildfires, and that story wasn't being told, so it inspired me to work on this. I interviewed over 13 people, went to across British Columbia, California, Nevada, people that actually work in the forest or work in policy. So it's a film that also provides solutions on how we can address our wildfire risk and the impacts of wildfires in our province.